Oh, I see, you're taking a picture. I know one thing, I love living in Avalon. I don't want to be anywhere else. I bought my plot. It's up there and waiting for me. And guess what? I'm one healthy lady. I got my kids still come around and see me, my grandkids, my great-grandkids. So how many people get that?
One memory I have was, I have a few, but my one I thought was really fun. We never got sugar because so many siblings in my family, sugar was super rare. And I knew that if I got to the pier down here to see Grandma, I would get something.
The first thing that struck me about Rosie was first of all, her love for the Lord, and then secondly, that overflowing love for people.
I love you.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye, honey.
Everybody who knows Rosie knows that she is just loves people, is they give her energy and an enthusiasm for life that's just very contagious.
What can I say about Grandma Rosie? She's the best. The best boss, the best mama, the best grandma, the best human that I ever meet in my entire life.
I walking funny. I tell everybody, this is my castle. You're welcome. Come in.
I love her confidence that things are gonna be okay because she's seen a lot, and that's very comforting to me. I love how quick she is to tell you whether that's necessary or not, or your anxiety it doesn't need to be. She's just very comforting. Then she sees people very quickly, so I think that's kind of how she had her touch in the service, was she could see someone coming and kind of tell like their behavior, their attitude, their need or their lack of need, and she would know how to serve them, and they either felt known, seen, cared for, and she just kind of poured into that, either deeply emotionally or just surface enough to like create a moment, and I think that's what she did a lot, so it's nice.
I'm Amber. I'm number 5 out of my mom's kids. Her name is Janet, and there's 13 kids in my family, so it's kind of fun. And my middle name is Rose. I'm named after her, so I kind of feel like I carry some sort of like heritage with her. And yeah, it's kind of, I'm enjoying being in her house and loving helping her, take care of her. Yeah, so good things. Grew up here, went to school here, and she would have us over for dinner if my mom was working, because we owned the fish market for a little bit and the bake shop. So she would have us come over and have burritos with her, tacos, or and just kind of help us with our homework while my mom was, out and about working.
Most people don't bother to take the gristle out, but it's in my head, so I do it. I had the fish market, and I had a lot of people that came out and eat with me. I weighed a lot of fish. I weighed thousands of fish, and I made so many friends. It was all wonderful. In fact, I'm going to put my fish on the Tuna Club gave me. I'm going to show it to you. I love it. It's just beautiful. Everything is beautiful in its own way.
This is 1994 Catalina Classic
Yes,
Tournament.
that was
It's like a magazine that they
marlin
did on
tournament.
that year's tournament.
Yeah. My son, I think, started that one.
Oh, wow. So in here, I know that there's a story about you. So let's find that story. I saw it earlier. Here we are. Well worth her weight. It says. There you are, right there. This was you in
I was young
1994.
there. Yes.
Yeah. 69, it says.
Okay.
It says right here. It says Rosie Cadman had hoisted much bigger critters onto the scale at the end of the pier, but none so precious as the one she weighed on a recent warm and breezy morning, long before the tourists had flocked to the beaches to soak up the Catalina sunshine. This is talking about your granddaughter being born, Megan. She weighed in at 7 pounds and 9 ounces.
Yes. Megan is her sister. Been a long time since I've weighed him.
So my younger sister and I would run down to the pier, and we'd head over to this bait door, and we'd sit right there on that little slant. It's been rebuilt now, but we'd sit there and we'd wait, and she'd run over, she'd bring us red licorice, and that was just, I got my candy, so that was nice. This is also where I was weighed when I was born. They ran down the hill and they put me in the fish thing, weighed me. Oh God, I think I was over 10 pounds.
You've weighed so many fish over the years in
Because
here.
I did it all because I wanted to be in control, I guess.
Well, it says here, I know in my mind I've weighed, this is you quoting you, it says, I know in my mind I've weighed over 5,000 marlin, right?
Yeah, probably.
So that's a
It's
lot
a lot of years out there.
It's a lot of marlin to weigh.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the time that the shark came in.
Oh,
It was a big great
they
white.
brought a great big white in, and they hoisted it, and I told them, no, you can't do it. And they wouldn't listen, but the city came down, they took control, they made them get it out. Because the people on the beach start screaming.
Right.
They thought the shark was in here. you
Right,
know.
it's like like Jaws, the movie. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
everybody panics.
And the shark never really came in here that we knew of. They caught it 10 miles out.
And brought it over, right?
Yes.
But that would have been interesting, huh? So yeah, so all those years you weighed all those fish.
I like to be in control. I knew exactly what the city wanted, and I tried to enforce it their way. I had a very good life there.
Well, and it says here too that you were the only person that could do it. So if you weren't in town, they had to go over to the mainland to weigh.
Sometimes, but not very often. I never hardly ever left.
I remember when we were kids, we had to work our way up working in the fish market. I felt like first you had to pack the bait, then you worked your way up to selling the bait, then you got to stack all the cups. You went and got like the refills of the cups, then you worked your way up to filling up the drinks. Then when you were like top tier and you've reached everything, you are taking orders and cooking. And you have reached the pinnacle of the fish market employee status.
There you go.
And everyone I felt like who worked for you, they worked generations. Cookie, Ventura,
Yeah,
Hallie,
they all worked for quite a while.
everybody was family. You are the busiest one out of all of us. Working with you always gave us such great work ethic.
Well, thank you, honey. When I think of all the years I stood behind that counter, wow. Since 1967, wow. I'm old.
Just the dive crew and my grandma, they're all part of the island, and you can see how Mark and my grandma, they love each other, and he cares, and I like to see their love for each other. It's fun.
Look at this. Aren't they gorgeous?
No, you're gorgeous. So how you doing
I
today?
love you, honey.
I love you too. I'm waiting for you to invite me back over to have some more food.
Come on over.
Okay.
I'm not sure what day they're coming. Check with them. I'll fix it.
Yeah, you find out. Can I give you a hug?
Oh, I love it.
You have a great day, okay?
Love you, honey. You
you.
too.
It's from the wreck all these bottles.
What, honey?
From the wreck, he had stored all of these bottles in his boat. Hundreds of empty oil.
Really?
Yeah.
Who did?
The man who owned the boat.
Oh. And how'd they get in the water?
The boat crashed.
Oh. Oh, I see it
Yeah.
now. He was 16 when he started his job down on the dock. And I said, look at that young kid working hard, and he's still here.
Pier rats, they call us, I guess. But Rosie's kind of like a mother and grandma to so many, and she's touched a lot of hearts and souls here on the island. And we're just very grateful to have her around as long as we can, and every day is a jewel from heaven.
Well,
and so Rosie's a blessing to all of us.
I love you and Cookie.
Oh, I know that, Rosie.
Uh,
I think your middle name is Love.
You're funny. Okay, children, these are my best friends on Catalina Island. And that's Volley and Cookie, and the town can't do without them.
My path is your smile one happy day.
I'm surprised. There's empty moorings. I shouldn't be. It's November.
Hey, what's up, Johnny?
It's faster than you.
Yeah, I got precious cargo.
Do you have a good relationship with your dad? What was your relationship like? Just you and
My
him?
dad loved me because I was tough. I was a hard. I always could handle anything he threw at me. So that must be something in my makeup. That
Yeah.
I'm a fighter. And I am a fighter. I fight for what I want and who I love.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do have my faults. We all do.
Yeah. I would say like her will to live, like as much pain as she's actually in all the time, like her will to live is like, I admire that. I think everybody should know that because some people don't always express that they're in pain, and she really doesn't. But I see it every day, and I think, wow, like she just keeps going.
You mean like her cooking a dinner for us right now?
Yeah, exactly.
I do it all the dishes.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, she's incredible. Like I admire her. I really do.
I was a greenhorn. I'd never gone fishing. And my husband walked up to me and he said, "You're the girl I'm going to marry." And I said, "To get out of here, I don't know you." And he came.
That's the first time you guys met?
That's the first time he spoke to me. And then that night he came in the restaurant and I waited on him and he kept hanging around. I said, "What are you doing here?" He says, "I'm waiting for you to get off work." I said, "I get off work, I go to bed." And he insisted on staying. He took the trash and emptied it for me. Then he came in and sat talking to me. We started going together, and 3 months later we were married.
You tell us about your first date.
My husband wanted to kiss me, but I was a person that was very choosy. And I told him that he couldn't kiss me because he hadn't known me long enough. It worked for a while.
So where'd you guys go on your first date?
Well, actually, first date was at my sister's restaurant in Santa Monica on the Ocean Boulevard, down on by the beach. And we went to the theater in Ocean Park. Well, maybe I'm wrong there. The first date was going fishing. We went up the coast and fished. I'm sorry. And then we went to the theater that night, and I was so sunburned. I wouldn't let him hug me. It hurt too much.
Well, yeah, you doing a show on Rosie. Gosh, what a blessing she is for the island. She's owned the fish shop here, and is taking care of a lot of people. And they had a little fish hole over there at the fish market. My grandson one time, he was fishing, and Earl was a good friend of mine, her husband, same birthday as mine. Anyway, my grandson, he's fishing off of that fish market, the Pleasure Pier, the pier there, and her husband came and said, Earl was his name. Earl, he said, hey, Marty, what are you doing? Are you fishing? Yeah, I'm fishing. You catching anything? No, I'm not catching nothing. He says, well, look, come here with you. So they had a little hole at the bottom of the fish market there where they used to throw all the cleanings of the fish, and they had all kinds of fish there. The fish was all kinds. He said, Marty, follow me. So Marty went over and followed him, and he said, put your fish down there, your hook down there. He put the hook down there, and here comes the fish. And all of a sudden, hey, I got something. He's going to... So he got it so big he couldn't get it through the little hole. And he says, Earl, come here, I got something big. So he went over there. My boy was only like 8 years old at the time. He says, come here, hold this. Where are you going? What for? He says, I want to go down there and get that fish. He says, how are you going to get down there? Oh, I don't know. So he had to cut the fish. But Earl and the whole family is great. They were part of Avalon for years and years. And she is probably the only one that's a year older than I am. I'm 91. I think she's about 92 or something like that. 94 or whatever it is. But anyway, great people. She has good family and all this. Everybody should know about Rosie and the Cadman family.
This is the first wedding ever held in the casino, and we had 400 guests. And it was a beautiful wedding. Very thankful to the Island Company that they let me have it there. It's a beautiful theater. The casino is gorgeous. I think it's the architecture that's fabulous.
It's a gorgeous place. Did you and Earl go dancing there?
We did a few times. We did dance at the wedding. I had an 8-piece band, and we danced, and we eat, and we drink. We did everything. There's all 5.
Oh, there we go. Okay, great.
It's Roger, Cindy, Erlene, Jonathan, and Janet.
And Janet.
All together,
Mm-hmm.
I have 54.
Wow. Great grandkids and grandkids.
Yes.
Wow.
These are my babies. This is my middle daughter. This is 4 of them. One was born after, which was Janet.
We're a 5th child?
Yes, the 5th one is Janet.
Is she in here somewhere?
And she had, not yet. It's
We'll find
coming
her.
up.
Let's find Janet.
Hello, Janet. Where are you?
Janet, right here.
This is okay. She's in
Right
here,
there?
right there.
That's Janet.
Yes. She was a very determined kid, even when she was a little baby, 4 or 5 years old. We got her a rocking horse, a wooden one, and she got out there in the street, and she got that thing rocking, and it rocked all the way. And I said, "How did you do that?" She said, "My horse rides."
She's so cute.
And she did.
Cute.
She's so determined. To all my family, I love them. I thank God for them. And I've had a good life. It's been great. And I would like a few more. God wants to give them to me. And I thank you for your kind patience.
The way people think of owls as being very, very wise, I think compliments you and what I know about you and your personality and your life.
I like life and I work. I love working.
I know you do.
I miss the fish market.
I bet you do.
Yes, I sure do. I miss the people. In every home, there's good and there's bad. Mm-hmm. Just let the good outweigh the bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun, didn't we?
Yeah.
Life is fun. Some people don't realize how well they have it till they lose it. So the most important thing in life, live your life to the fullest. It's what I keep telling you kids, live your life to the fullest.
Yeah.
Just know that when you're done, that you're proud of what you did.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay?
That's good.
That's all I can tell you. And I thank the Lord for you, every one of you. Yep. Thank you, Lord. So.
You mean you're not going to get rid of us?
No. You're the ones that left. Not me. The virus wouldn't let you back in. Oh, little town of Avalon. Isn't Avalon a beautiful place? It's gorgeous.
Far-off land, way beyond the trees, you can see for miles, and the gentle breeze blows free without consciousness or fear. There's in a perfect world, I'd think to myself, maybe it's me and no one else. But truth be told, it's not always that clear. For you never know of things unseen. It's gotta be the road less traveled for me. In a perfect world, perfect world, oh, a perfect world.
Oh boy, you got that.
That's for,
Thank
that's
you.
for us. That's for the editing.
I hate bugs.
No bug. It wasn't a bug.
Oh, this fat, stupid mask is hot. Whew. Okay, are we supposed to be talking?
What are you going to talk about?
Like right here, you can look
Talk
here.
to myself. Oh,
But we can get that too.
Duh. The quicker we get done here, the quicker you get to go to dinner.
Running out of my juice.
I think we got a lot of really good stuff.